Hey, what's up, America? I'm Jessica Donahue, and I'm running for Vice President of the United States. Okay, everyone shut up now. As you all may know, some of the most common problems in America are healthcare, education, and the economy. These are some of the major controversial issues in America today. But if you vote for Ariana for president and me for vice president, we will help solve these problems. One of our biggest problems in America is poverty. The economy sucks, and we know it. As my president and I grew up in low-income families with single parents, we know how much of a struggle it is to live under those circumstances. Today, America is in $17 trillion in debt. This is because throughout the past years, we know America has struggled with economic depression, bad inflation, an increase in the unemployment rate, foreign affairs, wars, and taxes. As of today, Obama is trying to create jobs, cut spending of the United States, and make affordable health care. Guess what? Businesses have now added 8.5 million jobs over the last 47 months. The unemployment rate decreased to its lowest level in more than 5 years, and the economy is still healing from that Great Recession. And the steps are still needed to expand the economic opportunity given the elevated long-term unemployment rate, extending emergency unemployment benefits to the 1.7 million workers who have still lost them is critical. If you vote for Ariana and I, we will try to create more jobs and keep decreasing the unemployment rate. Now taxes. Well, right now, under the current U.S. tax system, a number of millionaires pay a smaller percentage of their income in taxes than middle-class families. Obama proposed the Buffett rule that would limit the degree to which the best off could take advantage of loopholes, tax rates, and allow them to pay less for income and taxes than middle-class families. This proposed rule is unfair because the middle-class families obviously have a lower income than the first-class wealthier people. Therefore, people who are in the middle-class families will be paying a higher tax than those who are wealthier. That doesn't seem fair. Well, together, Ariana and I know that it's not fair, and we will try to make the wealthier pay higher taxes than the middle class. Obama is trying to cut back on what he thinks is regulatory costs, which include the Department of Health and Human Services, which will soon propose to remove unnecessary regulatory and reporting requirements now imposed in hospitals and healthcare providers. What? Cut back on the hospitals? That seems crazy. When you go to the hospital, you expect safety and to get better. Why cut back on requirements for that? And the Department of Transportation is proposing a rule that will eliminate unnecessary regulation of the railroad industry and avoiding the risk of regulatory costs that will be passed onto consumers. Public transportation, what if you don't have a license or enough money for a car? That's not fair for the unfortunate people who don't have someone to teach them how to drive or money for classes. Vote for Ariana, and we will try to cut back on things that are not needed, such as public... Nope, that does not make sense. We will try to cut back on things that are not needed than things like public transportation and hospital requirements. In our eyes, these things are useful and America needs. New rules that we do agree with Obama is the government will significantly increase fuel economy in the United States for both cars and trucks. These rules will save consumers billions of dollars at the pump, reduce America's dependence on foreign oil, and make the air cleaner, thus protecting public health. Some things we will cut when we get into office and save money will be on foreign aid and the number of troops in Iraq. Middle class, we stand for you. The education is so expensive these days, it's ridiculous. Over this decade, employment in jobs requiring education beyond high school diploma will grow more rapidly than employment in jobs that do not. Of the 30 fastest growing occupations, more than half require post-secondary education. With this education earning of the college graduates at a level that is twice as high as that workers with only a high school diploma. Higher education is now the clearest path to the middle class. We also suffer from a college attainment gap, as high school graduates from the wealthiest families in our nation are almost certain to continue on to a higher education, while just over half of our high school graduates in the poorest quarter of families attend college. And while more than half of college students graduate within 6 years, the completion rate for low-income students are around 25%. We are here to change that. We feel everyone should have a chance to continue their education, and we will try to lower the costs. Middle class, we will continue the Affordable Health Care Act that expands young adults' affordable options for health insurance and gives hardworking families the security they need and important new benefits. The new law holds insurance companies accountable that gets rid of the worst insurance industry practices and puts the patients first. You come first in our book. America, here's the thing. Ari and I are down to earth and understand the problems of the middle class citizens and are well aware of the economic issues you are dealing with today. Together, we will fix the gaps in government. We guarantee to build a better America. Together, we want to build America into the strongest, tallest, highest building in the world. Therefore, when we look down, we will know we are standing up. Thank you, and remember to vote Ariana Santiago for your future president and Jessica Donahue, me, for your vice president.